Hey, everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to talk about some chatter that I've been hearing about. Supposedly, around Easter, we are supposed to be hit with a solar flare that could knock out our power for the next year. Coincidence that Mark Zuckerberg is building a $200 million bunker underground, or that NASA is collecting thousands of old cars because it's going to fry our new ones. So, today we're going to talk about how to survive this. Here we go.
The attack can cause extensive damage to electronics, power grids, and communication networks, and it is essential to know what to do in case of an attack. In this video, we will discuss the impact of an EMP attack and provide tactical strategies to help you and your loved ones survive. An EMP attack can have catastrophic impact on our daily lives. Power grids can go down, communication networks can be disrupted, and electronics can become useless. This means that you may not have access to essential resources such as food, water, and medical supplies. The key to surviving an EMP attack is preparation and a tactical mindset. Here are some tactical strategies that can help you survive an EMP attack. It is crucial to have a survival kit with non-perishable foods, water, and medical supplies. In addition to these basics, you should also include things like a hand crank or battery-powered radio. Number 2, find a safe location. The farther you are from the EMP attack, the better. Look for areas with natural barriers, such as mountains or large bodies of water, as these can help shield you from the effects of an EMP. Number 3, protect your electronics. Protecting your electronics is crucial during an EMP attack. You can store them in a Faraday cage or metal container to shield them from the electromagnetic waves. A Faraday cage can be made using simple household items such as aluminum foil, cardboard, and a metal container. Number 4 is learning survival skills.
Another thing you can do is put your batteries and things like that you don't want affected into an ammo case. You know those ammo cases that the military guys have? Not the plastic ones, the metal ones. Those will protect your batteries and whatever you need to be, not affected.
In the event of an EMP attack, you may not have access to modern conveniences. So it's essential to learn basic survival skills such as starting a fire, finding and purifying water, and building a shelter. We're going to go with the last one for now, number 5, stay informed. Keep a hand-cranked or battery-powered radio to stay informed about the situation. Listen to emergency instructions and guidelines from the government or other authorities. In conclusion, an EMP attack can have a severe impact on our daily lives. And with the right mindset and tactics, you can increase your chances of survival. Be prepared, find a safe location, protect your electronics, learn survival skills, and stay informed. And remember guys, the key to survival is preparation and tactical mindset. Thank you for watching.
Good advice, but we have a lot more.
Today, I'm going to show you the 7 things you must do immediately after an EMP strike. Each one is important, and I think it will totally take you by surprise.
This whole thing is really freaking me out, you guys. We'll see. Hopefully they don't do it. I don't believe it's a solar flare.
The first thing you need to do is determine if it's a normal blackout or something deadly like an EMP. So every time the power goes out, check your mobile phone. If it's dead, you're probably dealing with an EMP. To make sure, check a few other electronic devices you may have in your home that are not plugged in and should still work in a blackout. Or see if you can get your car to start. The second thing you must do is secure what water you still can from the system. After the pump stop, there will still be some water left in the pipes, which you can secure if you move fast enough. The next thing you need to do is spend any cash you have. Cards and any form of electronic payment will be gone, but cash will still hold its value, at least for a time. So use it to get the things that you need to survive, like long-lasting foods, medicines, or a solar-powered generator. Once you get home, I would suggest removing all the perishable foods you have in the fridge and the freezers and cook them. That should keep them good for a few days longer, preventing you from letting vital calories simply go to waste. Next.
That's pretty good, yeah. Any meat that would be thawed out or perishable things, yeah, cook them right away.
What are some things that folks can do to prepare their families for something like this?
Better have some extra food, generator. You should potentially have a bolt hole where you have friends and family around you. You should have a plan. You should think about this because the risk is high. How reliant can we be on this U.S. government? Holy smokes, we better protect ourselves.
Yeah.
50 years ago, we were more self-reliant, didn't rely 100% on calling Uber Eats. A lot of us had gardens. A lot of us could hunt. Nowadays, we've gotten soft. And therefore, saying I have is prepare for the worst, hope for the best, leave God to the rest.
A couple of things that you need to have on hand would be some type of a water filtration system, preferably a gravity-fed water filtration system, some type of a generator, but on top of that, some type of a solar inverter that you can recharge. I would get a Faraday bag to put those generators in. But another thing people don't think about is tools. What are some...
That's a good point. My neighbors and I around here all get along. We all take care of each other. You know, communicate with other people right now and make sure that you all have a plan in place if it happens. I mean, they're predicting sometime around Easter, but I don't know if it's before or if it's after. That's all that they said. So, there's a lot more, guys.
I've heard some people say, well, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do to predict it happening. So what's the point? Well,
Even if you don't believe that it is going to happen, it's always good to be prepared. And then you have extra stuff for later, just in case. Just saying.
point is, it's going to be the catalyst that triggers all sorts of things. It's going to trigger civil unrest.
Yeah, so I mean, according to, military experts here in the US, a successful EMP attack over the East Coast would eventually kill 90% of the population on the East Coast within a year of the attack. Again, it could take up to 18 months to restore electricity and social order at that point. So it's a serious thing if it happens.
You got to think about it. So I found this here. It says around 99 nuclear reactors would likely melt down without electricity to cool them. And about 4.1 million people would have to displace from the areas around those plants. So
that's what the EMP is so scary, because there's so many aspects of our life that it affects.
Absolutely. You won't be able to start your car. You won't be able to use your debit cards, credit cards, get your cash. At least keep, a few hundred on you, just in case, if you have it. And if not, communicate with other people. Get in with other people. Make sure that you're going to be okay. Scary stuff. Well, this one's about EM-proofing your vehicle. I guarantee my husband will be doing this.
Is it possible to EMP-proof your vehicle? According to Faraday Defense, these are some of the items that make that possible. Ferrites that go on the wiring in your vehicle, to come in a pair, a trap that plugs into your cigarette lighter, and another type of trap that goes on your battery terminals. This helps stop transient energy from an EMP, solar flare, and the like from destroying the electronics in your vehicle. We'll go over this more, and we'll do an installation video at some point. We're also looking into EMP Shield. We do not carry any of these products on our site. We are not sponsored by this company. This is just some cool stuff that we're checking out.
Winter hacks for power outages.
Cigarettes in you expect inside her new Balenciaga vibe. Romance turned dreams into an empire. Self-made success, now she rolls with Rockefeller. Inside her new Balenciaga vibe. Romance turned dreams into an empire. Self-made success, now she rolls with Rockefellers. Cigarettes and tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect inside her new Balenciaga vibe. Romance turned dreams into an empire. Self-made success, now she rolls with Rockefellers. Cigarettes and tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect inside her new Balenciaga vibe. Romance turned dreams into an empire. Self-made success, now she rolls with Rockefellers. Inside her new Balenciaga vibe. Romance turned dreams into an empire. Self-made success, now she rolls with Rockefellers.
Is that tuna and oil? I think it is. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. That's pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to be writing these things down.
Emergency items to stay warm during a power outage. This Mr. Heater Portable Buddy is the world's best indoor safe propane heater. It heats up 225 square feet at a time. It's on sale right now for $92. And next, you'll need these propane tanks to power your heater. You can get a 4-pack for $20. What's up, guys? I'm Beto. I'm a 32-year-old prepper, and I make content to help people start preparing for an emergency. If that's something that you would like to do, go ahead and follow for more.
Not everyone's going to be able to afford that right now. So I'm glad that I found the candle and the pots and that kind of stuff in the previous video. I just want everybody to be okay.
So if your power ever go out and you need to cook your food, this is a good way to cook. There's some fried chicken and the power is out. See how good and crispy that chicken is? So what we did was, so you take some toilet paper, you take some alcohol, and you open the can, you put it inside the can. This is how you make the fire. This is the chicken cooking. Okay, so
I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that one.
One truth is universal. Water is life. Let's review water purification methods. But before we get into suggestions, I want you to consider storage. You're going to have to store the water after you've purified it. So a stackable emergency water storage tank or a water storage cube might be a good idea. For single use while exploring, a life straw, which you can use nearly any container or source to drink from, a soft bottle flask, which allows you to store dirty water and drink it through the filter, even like when you're on the move.
My husband bought those as soon as Biden was elected president.
Tablets, which are chemical disinfectants. You could try a UV light pen, which destroys the DNA of bacteria and viruses found in dirty water. A handheld ceramic pump. And if you're wanting an at-home filtration option that sits on your counter, you can try a Berkey gravity-fed stainless steel or knockoff option that's cheaper. There are also two really great emergency options. The Life Straw family, this will provide 4,000 gallons of clean water, and the Survivor Filter Pro, this will provide about 25,000 gallons of clean water. For a lot more information on how to prepare and options that you can purchase, visit buckhorncliffs.com.
Okay. Do any of you have a bug out bag ready? Of course, my husband's a Marine, so we absolutely have one.
There are 5 core things that every bug out bag needs to have. The first thing is a way to purify water. The second thing, a fire starting kit and a way to start a fire. The third thing is a good quality knife or knives. The fourth would be a good quality flashlight. And the last would be a first aid kit. Some of you may be saying, well, what about food? The only reason food is not included in this, and if it was, there would be 6 core essentials, is because you don't necessarily have to have food in every bug out bag. A get home bag and a salt bag, while I would still carry an MRE, maybe some energy bars in those types of bags, it's not essential. It's not life or death. Your bug out bag where you're going to be traveling 4 or 5 days, you definitely need to have food, and especially in a lone wolf pack that you're going to be living out of that pack, you definitely need to have food in that as well. There are 5.
Yeah. They're going to send us back to hunter-gatherer times. Should be interesting.
So here's some really cheap stuff that you can start your bug out bag with. So of course your tools, you do not need name brand tools. You can get off-brand. They're cheap, but they're just as good. A couple of water bottles in there with a couple high-calorie canned foods. You can use one of these cookie tins as a container / boiling container, whatever. Fire starters. These water purification tablets are pretty cheap on Amazon. Get yourself a sewing kit. It can be used for sutures if you absolutely have to. Some cordage, duct tape, some meds. I got NyQuil, Dayquil, and then a bunch of other random over-the-counter medicines with a sheet in there with all the pill prints on them, so it tells me whether they are. Get a flashlight in there, some pew seeds, bleed stop, poncho, emergency blanket, small tarp, writing utensil in a notebook, a survival book of your choice, some playing cards, and a road atlas with a compass.
Okay. My biggest concern are people who are on prescription medication. What are they going to do? This bothers me. Is that what I think it is? Okay. Oh, wow. What good is the last one going to do with the bag if you're out of power? I don't think this one should be on this list. There were a couple of things in there that I was kind of blown away by. So let's just hope it doesn't happen. If there are any things that you know about that would help people during this time, drop it down in the comment. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe they're trying to scare us again. I don't know. But I want to be prepared. And I hope that you guys are. And make sure you're networking with people around you. Have a plan. Just in case. One last thing before I go. This gong was sent to me from Thailand from a good friend of ours named Kevin. His nickname is Bear. Sometimes he lives there, and part of the year he lives here. So thank you, Kevin. I don't know if you'll see this. And tell May I said hello, if you do. Stay safe, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.